Today I've got a lot of important information for you. I've got a plan laid out for us of how we are going to manage that measles requirement that Honduras has, and then we will be prepared going forward if any other location implements that requirement as well. It's important that we talk about that Mexico tax, the one that they have just implemented that will include cruise passengers. We're going to talk about Disney Cruise Line really quick, as well as a post on our Facebook group. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday. It is July 3rd of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. We love to have you all here with us. We welcome everyone who is new and are grateful that you came, as well as those of you who have been with us for so long. So let's start at the very top talking about the measles plan. So I've done a lot of checking. I've read a lot of requirements, called Honduras, a lot of things to prepare and be able to have a plan for us, because I know that sometimes we hear some of these new requirements, for example, with Honduras requiring that if you're going to either come on a plane or by sea, which includes cruise passengers, however you're going to arrive in Honduras, you either need to show that you don't have measles or that you're vaccinated, immunized against measles. And so, and like I said, when I talked with you about this when it first came out, I'm not going to be surprised if some other places implement these requirements as well. I'm not saying I know that they are, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. And so let's cover the different ways that people can show what they need to show in order to enter Honduras. I want to add that if you're someone and you're going to go on a cruise, we have not heard anything official from cruise lines yet. They have not said a word about having to be vaccinated for measles, show a negative test, show that you are immune to it in order to board a cruise that stops in Honduras. Okay, I think that's very important to know as well. So first up, if you are someone who had measles when you were a child, you're immune to measles. And so what you're going to need to do going forward is get that titer done in some blood work, and then keep that copy of the blood work with you showing that you had measles and you're immune to them. Okay, that's what we're going to do, and that's going to count. If you, like I said, you had it for when you were a child, you're going to be able to carry that with you. You're not going to have it done every single time you go on a cruise and you want to go to Honduras. Okay. Second up, you're someone that was immunized when you were a child and you don't have a copy of your immunization record. You've contacted the state where you were immunized. They don't have it for you. You cannot find anywhere a record that you were immunized against the measles. What you're going to need to do is do that blood work as well. Get that titer done. Let it show that you are immune to the measles. Take that with you. Just keep it with you. I was really amazed, truly. So many of you emailed me and let me know that you have already had that done and you travel with that information wherever you go in the world. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And everywhere we have traveled so far, they have never asked us about the measles. But I haven't been everywhere in the world. And so just putting that out there, some people take that with them no matter where they're going to go. All right, the third people who have not had the measles or are not immunized against the measles. To me, that's a kind of a harder place to be, because every time you go, you're going to have to get the test done, blood work to show that you don't have the measles. And so I would say, and this is just me, I'm not giving medical advice, I'm just throwing out what would go through my mind if it were me. I am someone that when I was younger, I was immunized. I have my immunization record. If you are someone who is not immunized and you want the easiest way out, and you I know it's such a hot topic, and you don't mind getting a vaccine, I would get the vaccine, because then you've got that record, away you go. If you're someone who never had the measles, you were not immunized, you don't want a vaccine, you're going to just have to get that blood work every time that you go to Honduras, okay? And so it kind of makes us weigh out what we're going to do. I am someone that if I don't want to go to Honduras because either I'm not immunized, I don't want to get the blood work, I don't want the hassle, I would still go on my cruise. A cruise is absolutely wonderful. Honduras is one day of it, and I wouldn't worry about it. That's just me. But But I would say, so I guess the caveat with all of that is don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Don't throw out your cruise just because it makes a stop in Honduras and you don't want to go through the hassle of showing that you don't have measles. So just putting that out there, and I'd love to hear from you all in the comments how you're going to navigate this, what you're thinking about it, and we'll just go forward together, but at least we have a plan. I always like to have a plan about how I'm going to manage something. So let me know if you have any other things that we need to think about as a Let's Go family when it comes to that. Second up, over on our Facebook group, somebody reposted, they took a screenshot of a post put up by the cruise and travel guy, and he is based in Australia. He put up a post saying that travel agents have been notified that Princess is changing their Plus and Premier packages. They're making changes to the plans as well as increasing the price. So I contacted everybody in all of the places that I know, and nothing has gone out like that. I receive updates as a travel agent. Don't have an update about that. I am always saying here that I'm not going to be surprised when the price for the Plus or Premier package increases, because when you compare it across the industry, it's the best deal out there by a long shot. So, like I said, not going to be surprised, but they have not notified all of the travel agents in the United States, but maybe they have in Australia. Australia is its own thing, and so you never know what's going on there in Australia. But here in the United States, not yet. Princess has not notified people. Now, if you work for someone, like if you work for like Vacations to Go or Expedia, or you're an agent with someone else, I don't know what they send out to their people, but I know that direct from Princess, nothing has come yet. So let me know what you think in the comments. Next up, number 3, that Mexico tax that I spoke with you about yesterday. So I even called Mexico and they don't know. It's kind of like calling Princess or Royal Caribbean asking about some things that customer service just doesn't know. So when it comes to that tax, in all of the articles and all of the publications, I cannot find anything that says if it is per port or if it is per cruise for that tax. Like I said, I called, and who I spoke with didn't really know, and they couldn't figure it. They couldn't find anybody that did. But back when Mexico was saying that that tax was going to be $42 a person, it was per cruise at that time. And so I would maybe extrapolate from that and think, oh, it's going to be $5 per cruise, not per port. But in all reality, I am really going to rely on those of you who are going to Mexico in the near future to let us know. I do not have a cruise that makes a port stop in Mexico until November. And so I can tell you then for sure how, if it's per port or if it's per cruise. But if anybody is going, can you just let us know? If you've had your cruise booked for some time, unless the cruise line that you are on is absorbing it, it's going to show up on your shipboard account. Royal Caribbean, like I told you, has already said that if you book your cruise before June 1st of 25, that charge is going to show up on your shipboard account. So those of you going this week, next week, please let us know. Would you pop it in the comments or send me an email? Would really appreciate that. Number 4, the last thing I think, and I've just kind of watched this story all week long. There has been so many people commenting on it on their YouTube channel that I just thought, well, I'm just going to let this settle down here a little bit. So those of you, if you haven't seen it anywhere else this week, a young child, I think he was 4 years old, fell off of a Disney ship. The father of that child dove in right after that child was able, it's a miracle in my opinion, that he could still dive into the water and find that child and then tread water for 20 minutes, holding that sweetheart up above the water to keep them safe until Disney could, their crew could come and rescue them. So number 1, we had a miracle. You think about a child falling into the ocean and how deep that is and how vast that is with a ship moving, and that dad was able to find that child. That is a miracle. Number 2, I really stood back and watched as people said, well, the dad put the child up there to take their picture, and then they fell. And Disney got their footage and showed that the dad did not place the child in a precarious situation, that little sweetheart climbed up. And so just wanted to put that out there. Remind us always to think the best of everyone until we learn that otherwise that we shouldn't, but to recognize that we had a miracle this week, that dad was able to jump in after that child and find him. And I just am so grateful for that, and thought I would just bring that up and help us all know that miracles still happen, and what a huge blessing that is. And share anything that you would like to share great that happened this week in the comments, would you? I wish you all a very, very happy 4th of July. Here in the United States, we celebrated as the birthday of our amazing United States of America. And so I hope you all have a glorious day, and I will be here. I'll do a video if I can. If I can't with all of our family here, I'll see you again on Saturday. But thanks for joining me, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.